Well, good morning from Los Angeles, where I'm your host for the morning, and yes, this one is pre-recorded. All you see here will be shown later once this gets published. Without further ado, I'll get to the morning briefing in just a moment. And this one is going to be a short visit because my schedule is I'm on a very tight schedule. Let's go over to Terminal 4 where a American A320 right there diverted. That one diverted from Dallas Fort Worth. Its intended destination was intended to go to Bakersfield, California, but has been since delayed. Actually, I'm sorry, diverted. I'm sorry, that one was heading to Phoenix Sky Harbor, flight 2228. But yes, this is also special to honor the opening weekend of one of my favorite ballets, the Long Beach Nutcracker. And oh yes, I'm excited to see that. Especially when all these planes start taking off onto the 25s. Especially when that happens, that one's supposed to be really exciting. That American 737-800. We pull that up right now on radar. That one is actually heading to, I believe, Puerto Vallarta. I believe. Furthermore, on where that goes, let's see what else is happening. It is very foggy out here, as you can see out here in the Southland. We're under a dense fog advisory, so you won't be able to see pretty much anything out here in Southern California. Everything is like covered in moisture and fog out here. On over to Terminal 6, Air Canada A321 should be taxiing. Well, should be starting its taxi down to 25 right soon. But for now, we'll stick with the E175 right now. Now waiting on over to cross 25 right. And now it's making its move on over. See right there, so that one actually, that E175 that just flew in, that came in from Medford. That one came in from Medford, Oregon. And then on the south side, we got the LA 28 A350. That one should be taking off to Atlanta soon. But we'll be here for that one, just in case if my schedule gets all weeded out. That one is an A319. That one is heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor up in Arizona. Then here on Terminal 4, oh boy, we got a lot of visitors here. Got a lot of visitors out here this morning. That United E-175, I believe that one came in from Boise, Idaho. That one is flight 4653. That one heading up to Terminal 8, where it will be getting ready for its next eventual flight. And then we have what looks like an A330 freighter. Zoom out. That one, I believe, that one looks like an Aero Union freighter. Something around there, but this one is an Avianca cargo freighter that flew in from San Salvador and El Salvador. That one is flight 4156. This one wearing the all-white livery. This used to be a freighter. No, I'm sorry, this used to be a passenger plane before it got converted into a freighter. Delta 757, fighting on the north side. That one heading to Reagan National. That one's flight 392. There it is. There she is, right there. That's the one that's heading up to Toronto. That one's on an A321. Should make its way up to 25 right, unless if things change and. Oh no. Is it actually going up to the north? Because of all the fog advisories and all that stuff? Okay, I thought for one moment it was even going up to the north side. And then we got the A220 also on radar. If you guys have liked this pre-recorded stream, give it a like, subscribe if you like. And this is actually a Nutcracker special. Ooh, Nutcracker special. Well, we'll see how that goes. That A320, did check it was supposed to leave LA back to its intended destination. We got a north side departure. This one is heading up to Seattle. This one's a 737-900ER. That one heading up to the north side. We'll stick with the Alaska 900ER. never mind. We're gonna go on over to the Philippines 777 right here. This one came in from Manila. This one's a 777-300ER. This one flew in from there as 112. Got a garbage truck here. Waste management. Always good to see him. Always good to see him here. All right, let's go on. Let's try to go on over back to the Air Canada A321. That's already on the run. We're about to head on over to 25 right. And then we got this American 737-800 right here. This one flew from Vegas. It's 2690 right down there. Back to it. Now that one's supposed to leave at 9 a.m. So it got delayed by like a whole other hour. Dang, I wonder what happened to that one. So now this one is going to go all the way over here while it awaits a gate. Alright, now let's go over to the A319. This one right here is actually already on radar, so it should be pushing back from the gates of Terminal 4 any moment. That A320 you see right there won't be leaving for like another hour, so it's repeatedly getting delayed for some reason. Got another arrival on 25 left. We got a China cargo 777 freighter. That one came in from Shenzhen as China cargo 229. That one, have to cross over to 25 right. Then we got the Air Canada A321, gonna head on over to 25 right for its departure down to Toronto. About to waltz down it. She'll have to wait to cross 25 right, or she's gonna cross it already. So she will cross over 25 right and head on over to the southeast corner of the airport to this cargo complex where they house everything. Looks like we got this one right here over there. That one came in from Chicago. It's 2716. That one is 737-800, delivered to them in 2010. 15 years. Kind of old. 15 years old. Where'd all the time go? Then that one, that was an A321 with American. Not sure where that's gonna go. All right, we got a Spirit A3. Well, looks like an A320 Neo, A320. I have no idea. Zoom on in. That's a A320 that flew in. That one flew in from New Orleans. That one delivered to them in 20-something, and it's going over to the A320, which is taking off right now. There she goes into the fog. Stay with the A320 for right now. That one delivered to me in 2017. Surprised to even see that. Ooh, we got another arrival. We got a Volaris, another A320. This one is with Volaris, right there. That one delivered to me in 2016. This one came in from Mexico City as flight 1712, 712. This one, we got this United 737 900ER. That one heading off to Houston. Oh wow, okay, we got the Qantas A380 coming into land here at LAX on the south side. wow, what a beauty! Oh, that's good. That's a beautiful landing. Holy cow! This was that's actually crazy. We got an 838 on the south side, which for me that's actually insanity. That's insane. How on earth do you even manage to get that on over here to the south side? Holy cow, that's insanity. That's absolutely insane. How did you even get that out here onto 25 left? Now what spotters see out here every day? You don't get to see an A380 on the south side every once in a while. But most times you see it, most times you don't even see it. Zoom on in right there. Not every day you get to see this. In the fog on a special like this. And yes, we have the entirety of Imperial Hill to ourselves. But if you guys have liked the stream so far, as it's right now pre-recorded, like and subscribe, turn on those bell notifications on, and you're all set. We got an A320, that one heading up to Cabo. That one is flight 1185. Up there on over there at Terminal 7, you can see it. See it all the way over there. That one is heading up to Cabo, 1185. That one's from in 1998. Dang, very old airplane. Oh wow, this is a beauty shot right here. This is a beauty. The Dreamliner and an A320. Which one is bigger? You tell me that. See, we're just okay. I don't think anything arrived here. Oh wait, we got one arrival. This one is a Southwest Max 8 that just landed here on the south side. That Southwest Airlines 737 Max 8 came in from Houston as 571. We'll stick with the Max 8, and then we're gonna go. That one came in from Houston Hobby Airport. Let's go back on over to the A380, where the King of the Skies will taxi on over to the gates of Tom Bradley. Alright, 1185 is now taxiing on over to 25 right over there. She'll begin her taxi. And then back on over here, she will head on over to, this Max 8 will head on over to Terminal 1. We're sharing the terminal with JetBlue until Terminal 5 is fully complete. Hopefully before the 2028 Olympics is when it should be done. Alright, we got another plane. This one is a special one. Tiana's Bayou Adventure plane, look at that. Beautiful, wow. First time seeing a Disney livery on a beautiful 737-800. That one heading off to Cancun as 1366, delivered to him in 2008. And I was like, what? Anyway, that one flew in. That one flew in from, not flew in. That one's leaving to Cancun. Got an A321 Neo. That one heading on over to 25 right as well. That one will be heading out to Reagan National, and then we got a departure. That one is heading off to Liberia, 737 Max 8. Off she goes. Off she goes there on a max 8. Alright, this one, the gates are a bit empty over here. It's a bit quiet out here at Clovis Park. Let me show you around here. It is very, very empty out here. Not a lot of people out here today. For me, that's surprising. Alright, back to the planes we go. Alright, and then we got the A320 with United, about to head on over to 25 right. That one is headed to Los Cabos, 1185. You can't even see the air traffic control tower. You can barely see it. It's all covered up in fog because we in fact are under. We try to focus, try to regain focus. That one, there's a construction crane. That one is actually covered up in fog. You can't really see too well because of we're under a dense fog advisory. All right, back to the planes. Let me see. That one heading into the gates. That United plane flew in. So I'm going to talk about that A320. That one was supposed to head all the way to Bakersfield, California, but got diverted for some reason. Could be a mechanical issue with that A320-200. We see these a lot in like recent years, in like the early 2020s. So we don't get to see it out here all that much. But we may see up in a few other airports that we might visit. All right, 11 A320 with United, now rolling down a 25 right. And then this A321neo that just came in, that one is in fact that one came in from Phoenix Sky Harbor as 1684. That one will head on over to Terminal 4 or TBIT, who knows. Then we got a China Airlines cargo freighter on radar. And then we got a Cathay Pacific freighter, 747-400. That can all change. That can all change here. They can all change out here. Yeah, that A380 is still waiting for a gate out here at LAX. What happened to that A380? And then this United, I think 737-800. It looks weird. That one, yeah, that one is a 900ER. That one came in from Sacramento, California. I wonder why they even deploy that one out here. It's a bit weird. A bit weird to even deploy a 900ER when they actually just use regional jets, not a full-on mainline jet. All right, so. Can't really see the cargo terminal over there, but you can see some of them. You can see DuPont Cargo and Atlas Air and all that jazz. See that out there? That one might head on over to 25 left, if I'm assuming up onto the 25s. Looks like we got another arrival on 25 left. And then we got that United plane. We're gonna stick with, yeah, that's an A321 with the CFM engines. Just going over to this one over here. That one, that 737-900ER is heading off to Las Vegas, flight 1006. All right, that A350 with Delta is now pushing back as we speak. That one pushing back from the gates of Tom Bradley. Kind of a weird decision. And then there's that A220. That one will be heading off to Montreal. Let's see if we'll depart on the 25s. Alright, so now that China Airlines plane will be heading on over to 25 right. Can't really see, but you know, it's heading, no, taxiing down there. Taxiing on down the 25 right. This LATAM Dreamliner, see that one is pushing out of the gates of Tom Bradley, so we can allow that bird to go in there. That one is now pushing back. This one will most likely head to the... Wow, whoa. Dang, why did they do it so fast? That's like the fastest pushback we've ever seen. Holy cow. That's actually pretty weird. And then we got a, wow, we got a horse transporter right there. You can see right there, you can see it all the way down there. Alright. Something you don't see out here. Alright. That one will be heading to the West Gates. Not West Gates, I'm sorry, to the remote parking area. That one was delivered to me in 2018, so not that old. It looks new to me. And then we got the LATAM 767-300ER sitting at the gates. And then we got that A321neo heading off to Reagan National. That one being taxied to the West Gate, to the I'm sorry, remote parking area. Wonder what they're gonna do with that. Look at her go. And then the LA-28 Olympics plane is about to start taxiing, just left the TBIT terminal. Now we'll be taxiing, it's starting its taxi down to 24 left or 25 right as we speak. Now back to the 380. That one is about to start taxiing its way into the gates. And then we got a 757-300, that one heading up to Chicago O'Hare. That one has flight 1946. That one is a 757-300. That one delivered to them in 2004. But 21 years old. Look at that. That is an icon. That is an icon you won't see out here. Because now they officially fully reactivated all 10 of their A380s that they have delivered between now and when they first got him. That's really cool. Now someone's walking their beautiful dog down there. We'll stick with the planes. Here comes the 757. There she goes, taxiing into the gates of Tom Bradley. Let's zoom out so we can start seeing the actual sky. So the sky is starting to clear out, starting to make its way out. Then American A321, not sure where that's going to go. And then about that A350, that one's starting its taxi down. Now we'll be making a U-turn and going back to the gates. That A321 came in from Dallas. Same where that A320 came from originally. So the A320 right there, we'll have to wait about another hour. Sorry, not sorry. Let's go back on over to it. 777, that one's pushing back from the gates. That one hitting, probably nowhere, but that one's gonna be heading up to the American hangar, which that one will be, I believe, will be demolished in the coming years. That sounds like a surprise to some of us. So we'll stick with the 777-200ER. That one powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 800 engines. Can't really see much of it, but you know, then you know. Okay, let's see, we got a United 737-900ER. That one's heading up to Bozeman. After that will be the 777 freighter with China Airlines cargo. And we got a 747-8 right down there. That one flew in from Seoul, flight 17. That one delivered to me in 2017. So I'm not, they stopped 747 production years ago, which for me that's sad because I enjoy the 747. I really do. We'll stick with the 747 for right now. We got a 737-900ER. That one's running the all over. A lot of people, I think a lot more people like this one. More than that, more than that what looks like KLM's colors. The new ones fit better. Personally, the new one doesn't look that good. I don't know. It kind of fits the South Korean colors better. The other one just straight up deletes it. Like, what's even the issue with that? I'm not sure what's even the issue with getting rid of the Korean colors. And then we had a private jet, some kind of it. Heard a jet fly over. Not sure what it was. Alright, and then we got the China Airlines plane. That one will be heading up to 25 right. Had to make a different strange taxi. Wonder what happened. So that will be departing on to 25 right, and then that one should be, that thing. I'm gonna keep phrasing or glazing it. It's so beautiful. Now this actually looks nicer with all the A747s and A380 tails. Looks really good. Fits it really good. Now rolling is the China Airlines cargo freighter. That A220 now is starting its taxi onto books at Bravo or Charlie, and then over to 25 right. Got two 757s. Those two are heading off to Newark and Boston. One in New Jersey, one in Pennsylvania. Let's go on over to the freighter. Wow, that was something entirely different. So that A350 will be either taxiing onto it will be a north side departure. Oh dear God. So that one will be a north side departure. We can't really see too well out here on the north, but I can show you partially of it. I can show it to all of you partially, but you can't really see it. That's a bummer. We got JSX, A321, A319. That one, I believe that one will be heading on over to the 25s, Boston. That one, flight 1783. We got a JetBlue A321 departing on the north side. Can't really see it, but I can show it to you. I can show it to you right now. There she goes. Off she goes to. There she goes. Off on that A321. That one actually, that JetBlue A321, that is actually heading up to, I believe, West Palm Beach, Florida. I don't think I've been to Florida. Oh yeah, there's a school bus down there. There's a school bus all the way down there. Look at that. I don't even know why there's a bus here. Look at my stream. Look at that. There it is, down there. There's a school bus right there. There's a literal school bus all the way down there, and there you go. I can show you all the way down there. All right, back to the airplanes. Wow, what a turn of events! This one heading up to the hangar. That one heading up to the hangar for its respective carrier. Yep, that one just departed. And then we got the JSX. Embraer ERJ 145LR heading up to Cabo San Lucas. Not sure if you can even see it, but it's super blurry. Can't really see it, but yeah, you can somewhat see it, but we'll just stick with this A321 over here. That one heading off to Cabo San Lucas. Look at that. Wow, look at that. This one's speeding down too far onto that taxiway. Oh, here comes the A321 with America. That's one out to JFK. I'm even more surprised you can actually hear the sounds, because last year it was super quiet out here. The last time we were out here. We got a 7879 Dreamliner. This one coming in from Newark, flight 2434. In just a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Woo. That. You can see it right about there. Oops. Right about there. There's the Dreamliner. Alright, A319. There she goes. Off to Sky Harbor, the Valley of the Sun. Where it's always hot. Hot and humid. No signs of any 747s, but we did see some 777 freighters earlier. Two of them, one is supposed to leave at 9:05, and I won't be here for that departure. My schedule is already overloaded. There's some birds in the shot. Let them go by. Okay, that about that Dreamliner that I just flew in, that was delivered to them in 2015, so it's about like 10 years old by now. That one's registered N4956. Pretty cool. Pretty cool for a Dreamliner like that. Alright. We're going to go on over to the A220, formerly the C-Series 300, before it got rebrand all over to Airbus and before they even opened that facility in Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, there she goes. There she goes. Off she goes to, I believe, Terminal 7. Those are powered by GE NX-1B engines. Alright, let's go on over to the north side, where we got the special A350 with the LA colors. Kind of nice of them to even deploy it, but on the wrong side of the airport. There she goes. Wow. Whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, look at that. There she goes. Where is she? Where is she? There she is. There she goes, off into the fog to Atlanta. There she goes. Alright. Now we got an A319. This one came in from San Francisco. This came in from SFO. That one is flight 1260, A319. Delivered to them in 2005. Alright. So it's like 20 years old. And then that A220 should start rolling down to 25 right, along with these two 757s we have on the radar radar. Let's go back to the 787. See over there. Going over there with that other Max 8, I believe. That one is heading up to the north side. All right, 8220, starting its departure down to 25 right. Oh. Oh, ooh. Look at a bark. I don't know where that came from. Where that came from. Should see its lights. Okay, there it is. There she is. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow. Couldn't be more happy than that. Couldn't be more happier. Alright, this park will be, I don't know if this will be shut down because they're gonna like, you know, redo everything here. They're gonna shut down the road for some reason. Alright, that dream monitor that I wanted to see with United has unfortunately been delayed. And then we got a special livery with the happy face. I love this one. Personally, one of my favorites out here. That one wearing the beautiful PSA retro livery. That one heading up to Dallas Fort Worth. Scheduled departure, 8:33. It is now 8:48. There she goes, down to 25 right. I'm really surprised that 25 right is even open in the first place. I thought like 25 left was gonna be like the only runway open here. And then we got the 757-200. This one heading up to Boston, flight 1783. And then we got another, this one's an A319 heading up to Dallas. So we're gonna go on over to the A319 with Delta Airlines. There she is right there. First Delta departure of the stream. And I won't be here for that. Which is surprising because I have to go back home and, you know, it's gonna be a long one. And then we got a special, no, that's China Eastern Airlines that just landed on the north side. Oh well. Got a lot of stuff out here today. I wonder where that's coming from. Then we got a Gulfstream G550. Can't even see it out here. And then that A320 should be leaving like around, like sometime around 9 a.m. If that's what they say, then we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it like that. It's supposed to leave at 9. Now it says 9:30, so it keeps getting delayed. That one heading up to Bakersfield got delayed again. So that plane is not looking good. That plane is always delayed for some reason. And I'm not sure why it's even that delayed. Like, is there anything like gone bad with the aircraft? So it flew into LA yesterday. So it flew into LA. From Dallas Fort Worth, but then they had to end up diverting the plane to here for some odd reason. Can't really see it. I can see a red light. I don't know what that could even mean. Did something go wrong? Alright. Then we got that 757-200. That one heading up now. This one heading up to Newark, flight 2096. Oh, people walking their dogs out today in Colorado Park. Here it comes. Another beauty shot. Alright, now that 737-900ER, that one I believe flew in. Must have flown in. That one flew in from Minneapolis, but had to initiate a go around. Then we got that United Max 8, if you're going to see it right there. That one flew in from Cleveland flight 306. And then we got that, let's go back. We got that Volaris A320 Neo. That one heading up to the south side. There's a 787 Dreamliner over there. Might have to go around it. Most likely gonna have to go around it on the other taxiways, but it's probably gonna have to wait for that Dreamliner to like depart, to like go to the United terminal, which you cannot see because of all the fog out here this morning. So I apologize if it's like that bad out here. And then we got 777-200. That one's heading up to Honolulu. That one's flight 1158. If you guys have not liked the stream yet, please like the stream. As I give it a thumbs up. All right, there goes the United 787 on over to the hangar. And then this A320 will be hitting Neo. This one will be heading up to 25 right. That 777 has yet to push back from the gates. Then that special American A321 is up next. And then we got the Hawaiian A330. This one heading up to Terminal 6. So the HA code, if you guys are watching this after this is uploaded, the HA code is now gone. It's now with the Alaska code instead. I'm very bummed by it. No more Hawaiian Airlines? Sure, it's still around somehow. It's still around, but it's under the Alaska branding. So, I wonder how that's gonna go for the coming years, if things do at all change. Alright, Air Tahiti Nui, can't really see it, but that one right there, is pushing back from the west gate, so this could be headed to the remote parking area. Right there. Then that A321 should be rolling down 25 right any minute now. There's a lot of people walking their own pets out here. Kind of genius. Because I remember when I was last time I saw a German Shepherd. Oh boy, that thing looks really looking good. His finger looking good. All right, enough jokes with that. All right, here comes A321 wearing the beautiful PSA retro. Beautiful takeoff. Oh wow! Now it's actually looking pretty wild out here. It's actually looking wild. We got a bunch of planes out here. We got a 737-700 that just landed here on the south side. I believe that one flew in from Phoenix, again from Phoenix Sky Harbor. That 737-900ER, that one also flew in from Nashville, the Music City. So it flew in from the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. That's its nickname, because it's home to a lot of music. Looking good out there. And then we got a Southwest 737 MAX 8 over there. That one should be heading up for a 25 right departure. Alright, now we're gonna go on over to the Delta A321 Neo. You can tell right there, looking absolutely sharp up there. That one flew in from Orlando. This one's flight 484. This one again is the A321 Neo. See a lot of these out here. Or do we not see them out here? So that Volaris A320neo has stopped to allow that plane. So that plane is pushing back. I believe that was heading up to Honolulu. Here comes the Delta A319. No, wait, I'm sorry. That's actually just taxiing into Terminal 6 over there. Let's check out some freighters. See what's going on over there on the freighter side. We got a Cathay Pacific 747. That one should be leaving. And then we got a CRJ 700ER up there. heading up to, that's by American Eagle Upper by SkyWest. That one is heading up to Albuquerque, New Mexico. That one is flight 6435. Alright, and that Hawaiian plane is being taxied on over to the remote parking, and wow, do we not see this every day? 2 A321neos into one shot here at LAX. And oh boy, you bet yourself why you're asking why is there 2 A321neos. One flew from Orlando, the other I believe flew from let's see, I'm sorry. That one flew in from Tampa. Both of them flew from Floridian cities. Look at that. The Floridian buddies. Alright, those jokes aside. That 777-200, that one is now starting its taxi down there. Alright, we got a 737-800. One after another. And this one makes it feels like the Nutcracker, because now you got 3 A321neos into one shot. Look at that. Go one by one. Go one by one down there. So that one flew in from Houston. You got another Delta A319. That one's heading up to Houston Intercontinental. And then this A330, the one that's over that's pushing back over there, that one is not going anywhere, so it's going to stay here at the airport. And then we got the Cathay Pacific 747-8. That one will be heading on over to the 25s shortly. It's going over here with the 737-900ER. That one flew in from Orlando, flight 2113. And then we got a rare Seattle Mariners livery. That one heading up to Newark to celebrate the heritage of the MLB team. Not sponsored. Thank you. And after the 747, we'll end the stream, and then I have to start heading out of here. And once the time limit runs out, then we should be tech savvy on that. That A320 you see all the way over there. You can even see it over there. You can see it. That one will head on over to 25 right shortly. Over there you can see it. A lot of places are doing ballet, and I would love it. Alright, here comes the rare livery with Alaska Airlines. Beautiful. God dang, I love it. Alright, that one off to Newark she goes. That one that flew from Houston, waiting on over to cross 25 right. That loud-looking 777-200, that one will be taxiing to the north. Unfortunately, it won't be on over here for some odd reason. Unfortunately, it won't be over here. Wow, look at this one. there's that. Oh, this looks nice. 2 shots into 1 shot. That one is heading on over to 25 right. That one's flying to Houston. The Viva, formerly Viva Aerobus, plane will be heading on over to 25 right for its flight down to Guadalajara. Over there on Terminal 7, got a 737 taxiing over there. And we got that 777-200. It's been getting used with the north side. It's actually kind of surprising. How on earth to even do that? So that one, they retired the very first 777 with United. The very first built that was registered in 777 UA. That was built to them in 1995. Now this one was built in 1999. Look at that, here it goes. Look at that, there she goes. And then we got a Cathay Pacific 747, which will be the very last departure before I have to head home. Just a bit, and it's the top of the hour. And if you are watching, welcome to Los Angeles, where it is basically the Nutcracker everywhere you look out here. It is basically Nutcracker level. Holy cow, what am I even watching out here? Anyway, it is the Nutcracker level out here, but aviation style. So, all right, that one. Excuse me, that one. Now that 747-8 is heading to Portland. This Max 8 with Southwest Airlines will be heading on down to New Orleans, flight 799. Holy cow, that's loud. Look at that. Wow. Those are the PW4000 engines right there. Clearly hear them. Clearly hear them out here. Wow. Here comes Southwest Max 8. Enjoy. That's weird. Alright, that one waiting to cross, to turn, make its turn on over there. We have this unique 737 MAX 9. Can't really tell, but yeah. So that one flew in. That one flew in. There's actually a flight coming in. Let's see where that's coming in. That one flying in from Dulles. Flight 754. This one delivered to them in 2019. So right before the pandemic even began. Surprisingly. All right. And I know it's like past 9 a.m., but we're gonna double it out here. So that 747 is taxiing right now, making its way on down to 25 left or 25 right. Because we've seen with most freighters, it was all of them were departing over here on 25 right. That one, that Hawaiian A330 will be departing to Kahului as 933, operated by Alaska Airlines. That one will be heading on over to the north side, where it will meet the United 777. Apologies if this is pre-recorded, there's like no chat. I will allow you to chat in the comments, that's for one thing. It's like 9:12, that plane should even be leaving right now. There she goes on over to her terminal, Terminal 7. We got DHL 777, that one right there popped up on radar, so it should be departing at least some point today. Oh wow! Okay, let's go on over here to the gates of Tom Bradley. We got this Asiana A350. This one will be departing on over to Seoul soon. I'll just say soon because it's better than just saying now. A lot more planes waiting for that plane to even cross the runway. Now I see why the one to Philly's delayed. They're doing engine work on the left engine. Is that even a thing? Is that what they're even supposed to do with that engine? I'm not too sure why. Not too sure why. You literally hear the sounds of that engine to that engine on that plane right there. I did not see that. Anyway, so that one, let's go on over to the Asiana plane. That one is leaving right now. That was actually heading up to the north side. This one heading on over to the south side, but still retains the old Viva Aerobus colors. This one, they still retain it. I'm not sure why. And then we got this Aeromexico 7879 Dreamliner. This one flew in from Mexico City. It's like what I just said earlier. How do you not see them out here? Well, for two reasons. The fog is dense. It is dense out here from all the fog. So sorry if you're not being able to see most airplanes take off fully. You only see it when it's like fully clear out. Then you'll see them. All right, let's go on over to that Viva Airbus A320. Then we'll see what happens next. Let's see, where's that? There it is, right there. And then, yeah, look at that. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna be something entirely different or entirely weird. This is gonna be a weird one. Stop in between the two. Could be delayed. Could go back to its area. Where that plane go? Okay, it's right there. It's right behind that building right there. Saw a lot of stuff today. Saw the Seattle Mariners livery, the LA 28. We saw A220 for the first time on a pre-recorded live stream. So now it's making its way on over to the 25s, so we should see that shortly. Stand by for a moment, I need to blow my nose. Alright, we're back. Got the A319 departing right now. Alright, Honolulu bound 777. That one now leaving. Oh wow. So Viva is now leaving right now. We'll be second up. Got a Air Tahiti Nui Dreamliner. That I believe, that one flew from Papeete. That one is a 7879 Dreamliner, delivered to them in 2019. That one will need to cross immediately because it's a 747 somewhere around here. There's one right now, but it's about to cross. Show you either should cross onto 25 right or depart straight on 25 left. Yeah, she's looking gorg out here. That's the way my friend would say it. About that 747, that was delivered to them in 2011. About 14 years old. Wow. After this, we're actually gonna go on and get out of here. Not just yet. We gotta wait for that A320, that departing A320, if that's even gonna take off from here. Let's see if it actually is delayed again, and then I'll tell you if we receive word. It got delayed again, this time by an extra 30 minutes. So we will not stay here for that one. But very rare, unexpected visitor here, capping out at Terminal 4. It should leave. It should have left like minutes ago. Should have left, but has since been facing delays. Over there has been facing delays. Like right there, it's been facing all of them. The fog is starting to clear out, so it's the haziness starting to clear out. All right, surprisingly, we have, hello. Alright, welcome on in. Just the LA Airport Police, always great to be out here, always great. It's an honor to have them out here. Back to the planes. There she goes. Alright, now we got the big 747-8, this one heading off to Portland, Oregon. The same bus down there. Look at that, there it is, right down there. The same bus we just saw earlier. Alright, always good to see and another bus down there. There she goes, look at that. There's some bus spotting too. Always good to see the airport police out here. I respect them. Huge gratitude for them. Huge thank you for them to coming out here. All right, now she's rolling down 2-5 left. Surprise! All right, here we go. How about that? Well, if you guys have enjoyed this pre-recorded stream, like and subscribe, turn on your bell and notifications. Absolutely do that. Just please do that. Honestly, be worth your time. All right, there goes the Hawaiian A330 on the north side, but we do got a few more. We got a few more departures. It's always good to see the LA airport, the LAX police officers. They're a great group of people out here. Huge round of applause for them. Absolutely love seeing them out here this morning. Good to see them, so give a little fist bumps. Boom. All right, so now we got that Viva Airbus A320. Then we'll get on out of here. We gotta make sure that the stream is actually. Oh, never mind. We got a A321neo with United down there. That one flew from Chicago O'Hare. That one is flight 2361. And then we got a, oh wow, and then we got another 747. This one is heading to Narita, flight 101. This one's delivered to them in 2013. So, like, not that old, I guess. You could say that. I'm just, okay. All right. That one flying in from Chicago. Now, this one is over there, should be pushing back from the gates, and it's starting its pushback right now. It is right now starting its pushback out of there, and then we'll head on over to 25, either left or right. Got the A320 out here. Enjoy the takeoff. That one starting its taxi down. About to start taxiing right now. Right now it's pushing back from the gates. This will be the very last departure for the day before I head home and, you know, do all that stuff. So there she is right now. Start her taxi down on Alpha. That one will be taxiing momentarily. Got some buses out here. Got this A321 right here. We'll go to that one in the meantime. This one, flight 12. Got that Cathay Pacific 777 over there. That one flew from Hong Kong, flight 883. That one we just saw, it's 747-8, and then we got another Nutcracker style airlinettes. Got one United Max, one United A321neo. Yeah, beautiful shot. That's beautiful. Every day you get to see out this stuff like this. Not every day. Not every day, it's rare. let's go back on over to the 747-8, where this one is actually departing back to Narita. See right there. Starting up its engines. Those are powered by 4 GENX 2B engines. They're quad jets. This one's a quad jet, so this one has 4 engines, but what we have today is like actually just the twin engine jet. But yeah, that was one amazing interaction with the LA Airport Police. So huge thank you for them for showing up today. If you guys have liked the stream, please do so. Again, you're really helpful. Another CRJ 700ER. Alright, then we got a rare visitor. We got a 737 MAX 8. This one coming in from Dallas. So Dallas is their home. Which for us is a bit surprising. We got an A320-200, that one with the sharklets. That one is pushing back from the new extension of the West Gates that just opened up. Right over there. Let's go over to this one right here. Alright, let's check it for any more updates on that plane. See if that plane's even been delayed. Nope, still at the 10 a.m. hour. According to Google, it's been delayed again, so it's going to be departing a bit later than usual. That's the plane right there. Right over there with those IAE V2500 engines. That's the one that flew in from Dallas Fort Worth after experiencing some type of technical emergency. Right there on I think on its flight had to be diverted. So yeah, things not looking good for them. You got a Delta 175 there. Not too very often we see them out here. It's either often or it's not. Go back on over here. This one has yet to be pushed back from the gates of Terminal 4. We only have like 28 minutes left of the time recording limit. But this is actually just going to be uploaded as a full-on stream. But I'm going to show you some other special liveries around here if you are new and watching it. That one right there is the US Airways Retro A321. Now this is before they actually merged with American years ago. When I was just a kid. Always great to see them out here. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, it's amazing out here. That one up there, not sure why it's using that. What's going on with that airplane? Something good with it? Is it good? Let me see. That one does not have. Oh, it has those winglets, but I believe they were installed later. I think later in its lifetime. Check on over on the south side. Got two Embraer jets still here in the fog. But let's see what good things we have out here today. All right, we got a arrival up there. This one coming in from Chicago here. Wouldn't really recommend Frontier. They're not that good of an airline, but I do like the liveries though. From a plane spotter's view, I love them. Love them out here. There it is, nice. All right, that 747 is now taxiing its way down to 25, either right or left. Let's see where that's gonna go. There's the A320neo. That one is the Monty the Margay cat livery. Ooh. Some of you, if you watch the full way through, most of you are either dog persons or a cat person. I'm a mix of both. They both are very, very adorable. They're very playful. They want to wag their tails around, which they should be. But it's a way for me to express myself. They're just so adorable. They're just way too adorable. But I've not seen any Margay cats. Never seen them before in my life. I've seen actual cats, never the fur type. So the Nippon cargo plane will be the last departure of the day because I do gotta go and save up a lot of time when I get home. Can't really see it. This one was supposed to leave at 5 in the morning. The same time I would wake up for these types of action, but has been since delayed. But that one has been since delayed by like 4 hours behind its schedule. Should have been like in the air by now on its way to Tokyo, Japan. Whatever that may mean. Alright, Spirit making its way down to 25 right. Another A320. See a lot of A320s out here today. Which again is surprising because I won't be here to see that A320, but that's a rare visitor. Not every day you get to see it. Not every day you get to experience stuff like this. Let me check that's an A320, or yep, that was an A320. That one's actually heading off to Newark. That was delivered to them in 2017 again. That's like 8 years old. All those rumors. Okay, hold on. We got a China Airlines, China Southern cargo plane. That one flew in from Anchorage. This one is flight 5219. This one delivered to them in 2013. So again, very old. Very old, but we got a 747 left. My dad's like, we gotta go, but we got one more, and then we're out of here. So, but yeah, thanks to him. Anyway, so that one about to make its way on down to 25 onto the 25s, and then we'll leave it from here. We'll leave it from there, and then we'll skyrocket out of here. All right, so she is going to go on to 25 left, and then she'll start the engines. Doing this Merry Nutcracker special. All right. This is the last takeoff for this pre-recorded stream, and we'll see you in just a few weeks, or maybe into 2026. Who knows? Here she goes, speeding down the runway. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next sky. From me and from pretty much everyone watching here, thank you again. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.